Hey, yo, this is King Earner coming to you guys live and direct. First and foremost, do what? Go follow me at King Earner Official Page. That's King Earner Official Page. I want everybody to please make sure you do one thing. Follow me. And if you need that honorable Condors Christmas, I know I got it in, man. I got the $50 bags, I got the $100 bags, I got the $75 bags. You know, whatever you can afford, man, King Earner got it for you. Make sure that you DM me on Instagram, be Cash App ready, and say, yo, King Earner, I want that honorable Condors Christmas. Now, I wanted to speak on something. You know, for about a week or so, I've seen everything that's been going on the internet. As everybody know, I turned a year older, so I'm on a lot more mature things, and I'm focusing on what we need to do to get these type of creeps of the whole shawangle that's been going on. I call this shawangle. It's a form of dishonor. That's what shawangle is. This is a whole shawangle that nobody can get an understanding of. And I'm going to tell you how and why and where the shenango started from. I'm going to take y'all back a few weeks ago, how these kittens got in contact with Wack 100, and Wack 100 exposes them and says about them, yeah, he was starting a situation there. Well, the situation just ain't start with us. That's all. We never really paid no never mind. What we done, we addressed the situation. Of course, no one had nothing to say out loud. Everyone was phone to phone and doing whatever they're doing. Then we have Wacky Mackey, who's still antagonizing, well, back then was, saying negative things. So what I done, I said, you know what, I'm going to remove myself out of the situation where I'm constantly keeping my foot on these type of kittens' necks, because it's obvious some type of meowing is going on behind closed doors. And at the end of the day, if you think about it, and if you think real hard, they expose themselves. That's what happened when individuals take time out and do the negative and go against their own for no apparent reason at all. You see, I didn't have a problem with no one, and I still don't. But at the end of the day, as a man, I stand on my sturdiness. When I hear another man from somewhere else that's close to my vicinity is calling all the way on the West Coast, starting confusion and telling lies, I knew it was something. And from what Wacky is saying, he's been squeezing them. Now, I don't believe squeezing them to the point of really extorting them. But I believe that at a time or two, if they're busting a move in collie, they're going to show Wacky love. Well, there was something else that happened also. And Wacky was busy trying to be somewhat connected to Big U. And Big U had somebody in his camp that he probably didn't know. I'm going to take it for a grain of salt and say that he probably didn't know this guy was of dishonor. And he had him amongst them, or whatever the case may be. And I pointed it out. But it was no need for me to beat a dead horse, because you know why? Big U doesn't carry himself with dishonor. He doesn't walk in a tone of he's trying to be this super sturdy individual that he has to prove. He's going to move how he's going to move, and you can accept him for who he is, and that's it. But Wacky, he has to have his mouth open up all the time. So what ended up happening is they're so Wendy Williams, they figured, all of them, don't mention King Earner name. That's their goal. Do not mention King Earner name. We mention King Earner name, King Earner takes over that whole platform of thoroughness that they're claiming to give the people. If you are thorough and you're claiming to give the people thoroughness, can I ask you why do any of you guys mention the Hassan Campbell? Let me give you this understanding. You never hear King Earner name mentioned. Only in hate. They get their vloggers, the little small ones, because they know the big ones know if you're going to come to some type of understanding, you're going to understand what stop and recycle crime means. You're going to get an understanding of what I mean when I say honor your life. You're going to get an understand when we speak of honorable, sturdy, the good book that Leak Moss has out. You're going to understand all these things. And when you're understanding these things, guess what you will get a better picture and a view of? That all we are doing is things to help the youth. At the end of the day, it's not how you would do it. Because at the end of the day, your way is your way. We lived it. We know how to do it. It's like talking to worldwide swimmer and a swimmer being arrogant and saying, hey, I know I can swim, but guess what? The best of swimmers can drown. In the same way with this, it could be a guy who's a part of the street and trying to get to you something and drown himself and put himself in a position where them kids are looking at him like he's crazy. That's because he's busy trying to be cool. He's trying to be them. King Gurner has created an understanding and a likeness to the people that you get an understanding that if it's not a pure honor, we're not carrying it at all. At all. I want for individuals to understand this. If you carrying it with honor, you're on this side. This side is the most positive side. We are ex-felons telling everyone, do not go to jail and keep coming back and forth. Go to jail, get your understanding. Or before you get to going to jail, don't go and get an understanding from King Gurner. But if you do go, get that one understanding and never look back, because it's just that easy that you can do it one time. That one bid can change your life. But it's up to your mindset and what you're going to let control you. Some of you guys are going to let things control you, like individuals saying, oh, because you're not doing what they were doing. So now you're following in the wrong direction of what they would look at as the bad way when it's the correct way. Because they'll be going back and forth to jail. I know, I was doing it. While the ones who out here working, they're building their credit, getting beautiful homes, keeping their ladies, and guess what? Their honor is intact still also. They just don't have to be a shoot 'em up, bang, bang, all in the street with it. They got to understand that whatever they went through in life, it was a secret and they kept pushing from that. That's what our Costa Nostra is. Everything is a secret. Nothing is there to boast. Forget about how much time I got. Forget about all those things. Who am I today? And I need individuals to focus on that. But never forget of a rat. Never forget the dishonor, betrayal an individual put on anyone. You can never forget that. I don't care who you are, what you've been through. That's something that Allah will have to forgive. It will be kind of hard for me to forgive someone who has betrayed me, because guess what? He's like a liar, a thief. They're all mixed one in one with a betrayer. You don't know what they're going to do. Lie to the people, will steal something from you and put you in a bad position. So I just need for individuals to follow me and walk into what we got going on, because what we have going on is honorable. Nick Moss has an honorable app that he's going to be producing to the world with. All of our brothers going to be included in that. Luke Skazy, Vegas, Nevada. You know, all the individuals that you ever seen Ab that he was really solid on being OBH, the original Brotherhood. That's what you're going to be seeing more of, and positivity, nothing negative. I just want for individuals to get an understanding that the same thing that happened to Gillie, Wallow, Wack 100, and all these other guys that's on the internet, the Hassan combos, is if you are a gossip king. You can have some type of substance when it comes to content, but you don't have to be an individual who goes in a direction of being what I would call girly murly. You know, it's like kind of weird to do these type of things, to sit around and they put a guy, academics knows. He knows about King Gurner. They know about King Gurner. But if King Gurner comes to the forefront, guess what happens? Guess what happens? They lose their title when it comes down to respectable content. I'm King Gurner from the Honor Your Life campaign. The goal is restore honor. Anybody who has ordered any kind of Christmas in the last week or so, your package will be out to you this week. Things are a little slow. I went on vacation. I'm going to do a video on that next, explaining my vacation. But never be crappy like Wacky, Gillie, Wallow, whatever they got going behind closed doors is getting strange and weird. And it's not of honor. King Gurner live and direct.